Did you know Jack Daniel's has pretty cool whiskeys to drink? Well, boom, I got one today. Today we have Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Rye, a really unique Jack Daniel's whiskey that is not common to find, but when you do, you almost have to buy it. This is a 134.8 proof, 67.4% alcohol, and man, it is the most ABV bomb I have right now, but it is full of so much flavor. It is thick, it is syrupy. This was a rare find for me, so when I found it, I had to jump on it, and I'm very excited to talk about this bottle, so let's get into the review. Okay, another Jack Daniel's for the channel, but this one's gonna be really something. I love this one. So, get into the nose here. So it's basically 135 proof, and my goodness, it hits you right in the face. But once you get past that ethanol, that first punch in the nose, which to me, it's almost like open up that baking cabinet and bam, right in the face. So much spice. Cinnamon, nutmeg, it's a little clovey, but then the 18% of the mash bill as corn comes through, a little caramel there. And I'm gonna say it really kind of brings in all that spices that like mix together. Almost gives me like a little bit like of an orange zesty note here. Very peppery, a lot of oak influence, but it is hot. I mean, and this color is just perfectly beautiful. It is like a burnt caramel. It just looks like maple syrup, and in fact there is a hint of maple, but again, it is still very ethanol-y. There's no age statement on here, so it hasn't been really matured, but it is freaking cool. But I think because of the big ethanol bite, little hit on the nose score, but man, it does have a lot of good flavors in there, and almost like graham crackers. So much nice, savory, spicy, sweet notes, all encompassing into one. And you got that pepper on top. I like my rye spice pops, I really do. I think it's something that like I look forward to in my whiskeys. Some people don't, and that's fine. But this, I was like, yes, let's get it. So I think on the nose here, I'm gonna give us like a nice 4. I love it. It's really good. But the ethanol bite on the nose, you can't get around. Normally with these high proof whiskeys or spicy whiskeys, I can get around it, but you kind of can't here. And that's fine. This is a no age statement, really high proof rye, and that's something that you have to get with when you get into these whiskeys. But I still think there's a great score here, and then it almost smells like a sweet orange, man. But let's drink this thing. As you can tell, I've already had a couple of glasses because I do really enjoy this thing, but check out these legs. This is going to be probably one of the thickest whiskeys I've had on the channel yet. Very syrupy, so it also is very hot, so let's see what happens here. It is so hot, but it is so good. I love that. That was such a visceral reaction, and I really am used to high ABV whiskeys, but my goodness. But 135 proof, my goodness, hot. That was pepper, that was cinnamon, that was nutmeg. Very, very clovey and herby there. And it is going down the throat so slow. It is so thick. It's almost a solid or like a plasma, seriously. It is all thick maple syrup here, and it goes down so slow, but it's so warm. This is a perfect whiskey for the outdoor porch if you're in the winter right now. If you want to sit out there, nice hoodie on or a jacket, you got a little fire over there. Nice high proof rye, warms you up. But dude, now we've warmed up the palate. Let's get a second sip in here. Okay, much better here. My wife will not like this, and right now it is stuck in my throat. That's a good thing. So many flavors. More caramel, more brown sugar, a lot of nice underlying orange, maybe even a little bit of honey here. So thick. This finish is already a 5. Just spoiler alert, finish is gonna be a 5. It lays on so thick here. This is such a good whiskey. It is so rich with flavor. It is incredible. So again, a lot of those nice cinnamon, brown sugar, caramel, orange, graham cracker, cookie vibes here. But if you want to tame some of your high proof whiskeys or ryes, we've got water, so let's get some drops here. Okay, third sip and 3 drops of water. See how it changes. Ooh, you know, a little fruity. I think a little more like earth, oak notes as well. It didn't bring out a whole lot, definitely tamed it down. Those 3 drops really made this a little less hot to drink if you're not into that. So experiment. Get a high ABV whiskey and if you think it's too high for yourself, 3-4 drops, try it. If you need some more, just a couple of more. Any more and you're kind of like just watering it down for no reason. I think 3 was a good start. And you saw my first reaction on that first sip. The third one with the water, so much easier. It's definitely nice. So that was a much smoother experience. So I know that first sip was a really visceral reaction for me. It is hot, but the flavors of the palate and the thickness and the viscosity and how complex and rich this thing actually really is, I'm gonna give the palate a 4.5. I think it's very, very, very good. I'm a little biased. I love ryes, and I'm awesome that Jack Daniel's makes these cool bottles. I discovered Coy Hill. The highest proof they have is 155. That's 77.5% alcohol. So whenever I get that, we're gonna have to need like a bottle of water or something. But anyway, I'm again 4.5 here. I think it's very, very, very fair there. We already know the finish is 5, so we put that down on the screen as well. Let's get into the value. Okay, value time. So I think MSRP for these bottles are like $70. I found mine, again, only 1 bottle in the store for $85. Now for me, when I find a rare bottle, I get excited. So it's hard for me to like get away from that when I'm doing these reviews, but $15 markup isn't that insane. And I think what's in that bottle, if you are into ryes or if you are into high proof whiskeys, that's a really good deal. Because again, the Blue Run rye I have over in this shelf over here is $110 retail. Why? It is not remotely as good as this, and it is 95 proof. And I think I've become more of like a proof snob lately, but seriously, there's so much more flavor in this bottle for retail, like $30 less, which is awesome. So I'm gonna give the value in here a 4, maybe not a 5, just because like it is a markup. And you could probably find this in really good areas for under $70 perhaps, but I was excited to find it, so I think 4 in the value is fair there. See, the total is 17.5 out of 20, great score. This is a very cool and unique bottle. If you're judging Jack Daniel's based on their low shelf options, don't. I used to. But once you get into the world and you see all the stuff they release some really cool stuff. This thing is very good. So if you can find a single barrel proof rye or just a single barrel proof, get it. These things are very affordable. They are hard to find, but when you find them, they are so full of rich flavor and I love them. And if you do like whiskeys for like under 90 bucks, these are very drinkable and very good. But my wife will not like this. Let's see your reaction. Okay, wife time. I'm gonna apologize. You are not going to like that. So let's get this over with. This is the highest proof she's ever had, 135 proof. Give it a whirl. First, give it a little bit of a sniff. It might burn your nose.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna say be careful with your sip here. Not a huge one, small, and just be slow when you swallow.
Okay. I'm scared.
She's scared, it's okay. Okay. No. Yeah, I think we killed her on that one. We all knew that was gonna happen. These whiskeys are for me, they're not for her. Thank you for being a trooper. You are awesome. I love you. We love you, right?
Yeah.
Today, like this video, give a like, not subscribed yet, consider doing so, and I'll see you guys next time.